believe that due to the rapid development and growth that takes place from age 0 to 6, it is the most important time in someone's life with regards to development. So what better time to introduce one of the world's most beautiful art forms, music? So today I'm here at the Pro Music School with Julius Calais, and he's the owner and operator of the Pro Music School in Waterloo. So it's nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too,
Yeah.
Vanessa. Thank you very much for coming and taking a look at what we do here.
Pleasure. Thanks so much for speaking with me.
Absolutely.
So I kind of wanted to start from the beginning,
Sure.
and I'm assuming, are you a musician yourself?
Yes,
since you
I'm a piano player. So
Okay.
I studied piano as I was a child the whole time. And being a boy, I was a little rebellious and always thought, you know, someday I could ever change things a little bit. I would certainly like to see piano lessons done in a different kind of a way.
So hence your school, the Pro Music School?
Yeah, that's right.
And how long have you had this school?
30 years now.
Oh, wow.
So it's been an evolutionary process, but I think at this point we have some really interesting programs.
You absolutely do. That's why we're here. So
Terrific.
Can we start from the beginning of
Sure.
someone's kind of their career in music? So you have a class that starts for 3-year-olds, and that's called the Music Starters class?
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about the curriculum for that class?
Well, the 3-year-olds and right through till 5- and 6-year-olds before they start grade 1 at school, what we're trying to do at that age is give them a general introduction to music, all the musical instruments. So every week they get a chance to try a different full-size instrument, show them how to make different sounds with it, and then they all get a chance to try it. So it really makes an impression on them for a lifetime that this is a cello, this is a violin, this is a trombone,
and
that kind of
they're
thing.
real instruments, so we're not talking about Fisher-Price toys
That's right.
or they're getting to feel and touch and hear.
Absolutely, a full-size stand-up bass, everything else too. So,
And that is very fun for kids to get to do that.
Exactly, it is. The hands-on element of it is fantastic. When they turn 4, they actually start to play on the keyboard a little bit.
Yeah.
But the main emphasis is on what their strengths lie, which is that they're very good at learning new words, what these words mean, and they retain that for a lifetime. And so we start to give them the basics of, well, this is a note on a sheet of music, and this is a quarter note, and the treble clef sign, and so forth. So we teach them all that basic stuff, so that as they advance to the next level, they already have a general understanding of it, and it tends to eliminate frustration down the road.
And it's incredible what they can retain at that age. Like,
Absolutely,
you know,
and it really is for a lifetime. You
Yeah.
know, like all of us have learned our language back then.
Yeah.
So we try to emphasize on those things at an age-appropriate time. They're not ready to start into private piano lessons, that kind of thing. Will not work out generally
We'll
for them.
graduate them onto that.
Yeah, it has to be a proper step-by-step thing. So.
Okay, well, speaking of that, can you explain this very interesting and strategically laid out
Absolutely,
room?
and this has a lot to do, again, with my own experience. I had a lot of fighting with my dad over practicing, and
I think every child does.
Absolutely, to the point where I was quitting and then the next year would come along, and they would say, well, would you like to try again? And I would try again, and so forth. But there were a lot of things that needed to be looked at, and particularly boys, we were finding they were not sticking with any kind of a program just because the nature of them were so different than girls.
Right.
We were literally getting just maybe 5 to so many girls were succeeding.
So can you tell us about the group piano lessons that
Sure.
take place in here?
Absolutely, a far more exciting, engaging way for particularly boys to learn to play the piano, and we've had a tremendous success rate with it. We have 60% boys in here at this point.
Oh, wow.
Basically what they do is they rotate around working with the rhythmic instruments where they get a sense of rhythm.
Yeah.
They work with the computers to learn their theory step by step. They have to do a written worksheet at the tables, and they get a private 15-minute lesson every week. So in essence, that's the program.
So it's a constantly evolving, rotating type of class.
Constantly moving
always
around.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, always interesting.
Excellent.
And yes.
And then, so there's also the opportunity for people to take private lessons as well.
Sure, and a lot of these children too, once they get the basics learned here, will advance onwards to private lessons, and many of them will also learn to play piano and guitar down the road during the private lessons. So there's been a lot of those too.
Excellent. And one thing I have to ask you about is Rock School, because I want to sign up. So I think maybe I'm too old, but
The Rock School is actually a very interesting thing for teenagers to do because it gives them something to practice towards, and it teaches them to play together as a band. So that's a combination of private lessons where they learn these songs, and then on Saturdays they can come in and practice in our band room. And then at the end of the year we do a venue where we go out to a local pub and we fill the pub with family and
what a great
stuff like
experience
that.
for
It
them
really
to
is,
be able
and
to bring their
absolutely
talents
very
out into
inspiring.
the community.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for your time,
You're very
Julius.
welcome.
It's a
Thanks for
pleasure
coming
speaking.
very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. So if you'd like to learn more about all the amazing classes that are going on here at the Pro Music School, feel free to check out their website at www.promusic.ca.